talk for a little bit about what's going on in Taos and around the world. I'm your talking head, Enrico, and
I'm your other talking head, Robert. So let's get on to the news. Well, New York Times was talking about the royal couples coming out with their first appearance with their son, the new royal baby.
Yay,
what do you think about that?
I think it's nice. I want to see the little baby. I noticed that they have a little tiny little forehead sort of thing available when they were walking out of the hospital today. But what I really enjoyed was that town crier with the red and the blue feather saying, "Oh, one day this baby will rule us. Aren't we happy?" I thought that's
cool. Another royal brat to rule the freaking okay. The colonists. We must, they have to rule the colonies. Yes. Well, who else made another appearance was the Pope without his Pope-mobile protection.
Well, yeah, he's got this new Pope-mobile. It's more of like a Pope cart. It's sort of like he's going to go golfing or something. That's pretty interesting, given all the throngs of people throwing themselves at him. It's sort of strange.
Do you think he's kind of like rolling the dice? Taking a chance by not having that big plexiglass of protection?
He might be one of the, he's a pope that is displaying a little bit of faith in what happens in the future.
That's powerful. That's what I like to see.
So I think that might be what people will respond to, and we'll see. We'll see if it serves him well.
All right, let's check on what else is in Russia today. Nazi hunting campaign kicks off in Germany.
What am I supposed to say about that? Nazi hunters!
It's amazing that there's still Nazis alive.
They're sort of easy to catch. It's just like, there's a Nazi! Let's stroll after a Nazi.
Take on some Nazis. Snowden plans to settle and work in Russia.
Well, he is he has those tech skills. He can work wherever he wants to. So I don't know why I understand why he wants to. It's the option. You can actually get a job. Maybe he'll be working at the airport. They have some tech needs, I'm sure, that they need to take care of.
Okay. NASA starts building faster than light warp engine.
Well, I don't know if they have had some really great technology with some laser-based or ion exchange sorts of. Anyway, NASA is always doing cool stuff.
Light speed, they're going to take us into warp drive.
Light speed, we shall see. We shall see.
Well, I've heard that actually sound travels faster than light. Is that possible? Sort of like, you ever seen the movie Dune? How they fold space with sound and stuff like that, and that's how they do intergalactic travel. Do you think light speed is the way of travel, or do you think there's other possible, wormhole dimensions?
It might be possible to move from one dimension to another. There are these theories about membranes and our existences. We might be right next door to other Big Bang experiences and stuff like that. As far as sound going faster than light, nah. But they have been able to slow down light for moments using lasers.
Is travel going to be cheaper? That's all I want to know.
It's never going to be cheaper.
Okay. What do you think about this? 1 trillion global hacking damage estimates overblown. So the hackers didn't, do $1 trillion in damage, or it's an overblown estimation?
Wait, who was hacked?
Well, everybody. They're talking about global, how much does the, commerce suffer from hacking? And they estimate at $1 trillion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of downloading movies and stuff. I guess I don't know where they come up with that number.
Well, they stated similar numbers for when the Sweet 16 games go on or something like that. We lose a huge amount of productivity from people checking the stats and whatever. Facebook alone is probably responsible for that amount of loss to the economy. So Who
Did
knows?
you hear about these divers off of coast of California almost swallowed by whales? There's some video out there.
That was some pretty cool stuff to see all those tiny little fish come up, and then the person like surprised that there's a giant whale, or orca, reaching up above. And what do those people expect? They're like swimming around in the bubble zones of these giant mammals trying to hunt fish.
Who was that Bible character who got swallowed by a whale or that?
Jonah.
Jonah, yes.
Jonah,
Yeah.
some Jonah envy going on there.
Yeah. The threat of nuclear war between North Korea and the United States. You think it's going to happen? Think we're going to throw blows?
I think no one watching actually gives a damn what I think about that.
No one. What, you don't have any geopolitical opinion, Rico? Come on, we got to inform our Californians here.
Well, if you have an opinion, please, these things will be posted on YouTube. Go ahead and give your comments on YouTube. I'm interested in what you have to say about that.
Timeline of Anthony Weiner's sex scandal or whatever is on the New York Times. Him exposing himself on the timeline.
Well, I don't know if there are graphs and charts of him exposing himself. That might be interesting, but I don't know about the timeline.
Would you like to go briefly through the timeline?
Let's go through the timeline.
Okay. June 1st. Is it Weiner or Weiner?
Everyone calls him.
Okay, Weiner. Weiner tells MSNBC he cannot say with certitude whether the photo of a man's underpants was him or not, but continues to deny sending it.
But it was on Twitter to actual people, so.
What do you think? He wears boots, right?
Well, I didn't see anything.
Do you think he's a Fruit of the Loom kind of guy? You gotta be kind of fruity.
Well, let's see. I can't come up with it.
Okay, let's go on to June 6th. Additional photos and messages purportedly sent to another woman's surface. Weiner admits sending the waist-down photo and acknowledges inappropriate exchanges with 6 women before and after getting married. 6 women.
Well, that's, at the time people were talking about, oh, it's power, he's in this position. And, that's, it's the same
Power
reason-
and position in his underwear, waist down.
Hey, we should see what people are posting these things on Facebook. Did you see? Okay, in that direction, there was Aldo Rivera.
Yes.
He posted something on Twitter. He was almost all there, and he was saying, "Ooh, 75 is the new 50, or 50 is the new 75," or something like that. It's like, okay, Geraldo.
BangingGrannies.com. All
You're
right,
not-
June 9th. Weiner insists he will not resign despite rapidly eroding support among his fellow Democrats. Why wouldn't you think he would resign on June 9th? I mean, after being caught with their pants down.
Well, it's embarrassing. It's a little bit odd, but today, the embarrassment is our threshold for embarrassment might be getting a little bit higher, because there's all kinds of stuff available out there, and your
That's
grandmother
kind of small
has
potato,
your
yeah.
grandmother probably has a nip slip out on
Okay, well,
Facebook.
what do you think of this? June 10th, police in Delaware say they interviewed a 17-year-old girl about online contact she had with Weiner.
I'm horrified.
That's horrible, yes. June 11th, Weiner announces he's entering professional treatment and requests a leave of absence from Congress. What kind of professional treatment do you think he received?
It would be interesting to find. I wouldn't mind being professionally treated every once in a while.
June 12th, photos surface online that were purportedly taken in the House member's gym and show a shirtless Weiner with a towel around his waist. Boy, using public tax dollars to show off your
Shirtlessness and wieners do not go together.
Well, let's see.
I'm feeling dirty.
You're feeling dirty. I know. I feel like that a bit too. All right.
Is there a
All right,
rating?
let's just leave Weiner.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's see. Well, is that all the news going on in the world today? Do you have anything local? Let's see.
What's going on in town? We had a great fiestas. I enjoyed it. And what's up next? We're going to have a fiesta. 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 We're going to have a
what'd you do in the fiestas? Where'd you go?
I went around the plaza a few times. I turned around and went around the plaza the opposite direction.
Clockwise.
Just to make sure I got a good, representative look at what was going on. And then I took a little video camera and I shot the parade. So it was a really fun parade. I love seeing people on horses and other people with metal hats saying "Viva this, Viva that."
Well, I got to go do the weather.
What?
Yes. All right.
And out of the weather.
Thanks, Enrico, and good day, Taos. I have your weather report for today. We have a high of 86 degrees and a low of 56 degrees. We have 40% chance of rain, 35% humidity. We have 11 on the UV index. The sunrise is going to be at 6:03 in the AM, and moonset is going to be 8:20. We are in the waxing gibbous phase of the moon. And on to events with Enrico.
Thanks, Robert. And now for some events. First off, I want to cover a story about Bonnie Lee Black. She's a writer, and she's going to be giving a talk over at the Harwood in the Arthur Bell Auditorium. She has an amazing experience about going to Africa, and she's actually written a couple of books. One about her experiences in Gabon, and the other one's in Mali. And she's going to be talking about experiences helping these women learn to sew and create fabrics. And it's accompanied with some amazing black and white photography by an internationally known photojournalist. So don't miss it. It's going to be a great experience. And that's the 24th, 7:30 at the Harwood Museum. And I also want to tell you about the performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream by Teatro Serpiente. They're doing a great job. They had a really good performance last weekend, and they'll be performing this weekend. And just go see it. It's good. A lot of people put a lot of effort into it, and you're going to see a bunch of fairies. So why miss it? Catch you later. Thanks.